Okay, we're back for the final game. This is a bit awkward. Play one is not really when you want your tactician. It tends to get much better later. Maiden has been good enough that it's tempting to just play her now. But I think I want to get the tactician leveled up. Tactician can really swing the game late. So, despite not having an opportunity to have played it yet this draft, I think it's worth getting out there. Okay, so that charger. Ooh, these chargers are pretty intimidating. Question is the Zephyr Mage good enough? Yeah, I think Stonefist Giant and the Zephyr Mage probably. So yeah, definitely my opponent's playing some very aggressive cards. Charger, unlike the robot, slows down on its leveling, so it's not quite as good at third level, but it is a very good creature, and my opponent is playing what seems to be another very aggressive deck. So we may really need to try and stabilize as fast as we can. Yeah, Stonefist Giant is good at higher levels. Definitely want to get that Sentry out here. And Primordial is the only thing I've got that can eat the Charger, and it levels up fine, so that's fine. So, cleaned up the board. Definitely going to be aware of the aggression my opponent is throwing together. That Giant can be good, but we certainly have our own. Okay, so I definitely want to get that Hound out if I have any opportunity to. Okay, so don't think that necessarily matters. It'll probably just trade with the Adept, but that's fine. Currently have two cats in my lap, one of which is taking a bath, the other one which is being talkative. So y'all can say hello to Tuli and Raz, who are now trying to pick a fight in my lap. Alright, you two have to go if you're going to fight. Okay, so distracted by cats. Let's check it out. Soothing Radiance, not a great spell. Again, doesn't level, isn't going to do as much to have leveled, even if it did well on the board there. So we're going to try and play good value stuff to continue to hold position on the board. All right, so Magma Hound is going to kill Grove Huntress. That's a nice 2-for-1. The question is, will we want the Primordial to move around, maybe get some damage in, or will we want the Seismic Adept to move other creatures around and make trades favorable? I feel like the Adept is going to have more impact. It's just very nice to have on the board, and it makes it hard for your opponent to plan trades well. I forgot that we have a Volcanic Giant in the deck. Huh. Ouch. Lots of big, scary beasts. So we play Wildfire Maiden. And probably Volcanic Giant. It's really not great, but my opponent's going to be able to move the Charger otherwise, so okay. Tactician is good. and probably either Sentry or a Light Shield Patrol in front of the Giant. Tactician will give +4, so that'll make it deal 8 damage, which likely will be enough to finish off the Giant. Still looking okay. The Charger moved, but that's fine. I can force it to move with my Adept. So Tactician here. Again, either trades. The armor isn't going to be enough to do anything. I think it's better. I think I'm better off just getting my creature out. That will be better later, and that's probably going to be the Sentry. So I will go ahead and attack so that my Maiden gets her damage in. I will kill Charger. And I don't want Shaman to be there because then it can give something haste to kill my Tactician. So I think I'm going to just move it off into the corner. I don't want it to trade with my Seismic Adept either because the Adept is getting some work done. Alright. Not a good level 2 hand. Though it is nice to get the Matrix Warden up. Warden can buff Maiden so that I can throw the damage anyway. Otherwise, we'll see. My opponent definitely wants to get something in front of a Tactician, so. Okay, so. Oh, Shaman gave Primordial haste so it can move in front of Tactician and trade for it. Okay, that's. Opponent did not actually want to trade. Wants to move the Tactician. Wants to move in front of the Tactician. That's nice for him. Oh right, I forgot I can no longer move my opponent's creature. So that actually kind of works. And I cannot get Maiden buffed enough to kill Primordial. I will kill Shaman just so I can keep as many of my creatures alive as I can. Okay. These are some good creatures. I am a bit behind on life, but I've leveled up a lot of level 2s. I don't have as many level 3s as I'd like. Okay. Primordial does not trade favorably with Charger at level 2. So Giant. I want to throw a Giant in the middle lane so that the Charger cannot move to deal damage. But I don't like taking up the Tactician spot. And there's a chance it could just move to the Spark. That it'll just move to the Sparkblade Assassin. Yeah, so Tactician will be here to do a nicely timed buff. And it will still eat the Charger, so that's okay unless something buffs it. Okay. So it will. It would not eat the Charger on its own, but I can use Matrix Warden to buff it. My opponent is getting through a decent amount of damage here, but we're going to be left with decent board control unless Gamer plays something really strong. Okay, this was a very aggressive turn. Got in a whole lot of damage. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to keep my Tactician alive. However, I will be able to deal a lot of damage to the Charger, which is something. Given how many creatures I've got, and the Giant will do its trigger, that 19 power is less scary than it would be otherwise. I am going to take some damage very likely, but it will probably not be fatal, and my opponent will be taking some damage as well. Okay. Okay, my opponent moves so as to be able to keep the charger dealing damage. That's okay. Technician is better to have leveled up. And Assassin is fine for here. So, we are ahead, but only barely, especially given the charger here. Again, I'd rather have more level 2s and 3s. Bruiser's okay, though, because it can at least affect combat math. In addition to throwing itself in front of this charger. Okay, that's one creature. Ouch, that's a lot of damage. So, Sentry. Thankfully, this will clear the board of my opponent's creatures. So, the game is very, very close. My opponent has at least one Lightning Spark. 2 would obviously kill me. Tactician, however, is a good way to get some damage through myself. Which means lethal. Alright, so we went 2-1 again. That's not too bad. That second game very definitely could have gone either way, and we were very close. I suppose the third game was also very close, but I don't know. I felt like the second game we were ahead for a reasonable amount of the time. So let's see what we got. Nom nom. Funny card, not necessarily constructed good, but it's something that's fun enough that I'll probably build a deck with it just to play around with sometime. Alright, thanks for watching.